Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's dive in. Sunday and yesterday were the kind of days that at the end of the day, I sit down and I pray. And I say, God, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And here's why. I know I've told you guys before that I talk to a lot of people. And probably 90% of those conversations are had in confidence, because life isn't safe. And what I mean by life isn't safe is ultimately what this is about. For more people than Mica, life isn't safe. For more people than Mica, there is nowhere to turn. We have spent nearly 6 months showing time and time again where Mica tried to seek help and to show the character of her husband, the man who groomed her from the age of 15. And furthermore, fighting for justice for the way her life ended as a result of the relationship that she was in. And over the last 48 hours, I have watched so many people involved, and what they say is justice for Mica and justice for all victims tear apart another woman because she was seen with JP. So let's just play a for instance for a second. Let's pretend that the year is 2015. And JP's wife Allison has been found unalived. And we are following because for whatever reason in that instance, it's become newsworthy. And we watch JP pull up at church with a woman in his truck. And the woman who gets out of his truck is a woman named Mica Acacia Francis. Will we Google search to find out who she is? Would we plaster her name everywhere and her face? Would we do that? Or would we be worried about her safety like we've spent the last 6 months fighting for justice for her life? whether or not the FBI or SLED is involved in this case. At the end of the day, there are still people. And I want to say women. There are still women tied to this man who cannot safely get out. Probably more women than we realize. And I'm not sure why we don't talk about that more. Let us go back for just a minute. Allison divorced him because he was cheating, and it wasn't a surprise. She knew that it had been happening, not just with Mica, but with many prostitutes, but with children. So do we believe that while he was married to Mica, that he didn't have many other women he was involved with? Whether in a relationship or simply bound by control. I had people reach out to me yesterday. People who they themselves have, in fact, been impacted by DV. And I have been very open and honest with you all that I do not have a personal story about that. But I had people reach out to me yesterday who said, Leslie, we need you to talk. Why are people dragging a woman attached to him through the mud? And I'm not going to be quiet about what we're fighting for, which is DV, which is about love not hurting, which is about narcissist and control and coercive control. This goes beyond girlfriends and wives. It doesn't have to be that kind of relationship for people to do this to others, especially women. So if you stuck through this long video, thank you. How about we remember that the person we're going after is JP? The person we want brought to justice is JP. Justice for Mica.